Hi there, and welcome along to this exciting webinar. If I haven't had the chance to meet you yet, my name's Michael Simon, and I'm coming to you live from our home here in Fiji, where I'm fortunate enough to be living the life of my dreams, living each day by design. But it wasn't always the case, and I'm not sure if you're going to be able to relate to this, but just a few short years ago, I was extremely time poor. I'm a cabinet maker by trade. I was working in the building industry, doing 70 to 80 hours a week, and obviously time poor, but just frustrated because I wasn't able to be doing the things that I wanted to be doing with the people I wanted to be doing it with. About 6 years ago, I consider myself a young father. I still consider myself a young father, but never being a present father, not being able to spend time with my wife, spend time with my kids, and not through lack of trying. I'd worked so hard for many years to try and generate that extra income on the side that would allow me to cut back the hours I was doing in the building industry and spend more time doing the things that I love. But I just hit roadblock after roadblock, failure after failure. I'm quite aware that we do fail our way forward, but after 7 years, I was making about $13.50 a month in terms of a residual income. And that was a combination of affiliate marketing, network marketing, drop shipping, e-commerce, all of these leverage type models that promise a lot of lifestyle. But I guess I'd lost faith in myself, and I'd lost faith in those models as to what was possible, and whether it was possible for me. And that was just, up until 6 years ago, where someone shared Kyani with me for the first time. I was so impressed with what I saw from a product point of view, but I wasn't impressed at all from a business perspective. I wasn't looking for a business, so I didn't even want to give it 5 seconds to look at. But I also am always curious as to what I'm saying no to. So I said, absolutely, send me through some info. Those products sound amazing. And I watched the product information, and I was really impressed with that. And then I hung around for the business information, and the business information just blew my mind, because it was a hybrid model that combined all of the things I loved about dropshipping, affiliate marketing, network marketing, e-commerce, even traditional business, combined all of the things that I loved, but eliminated all of the things that I didn't like about it. And so I'm excited for you tuning into this presentation. I'm excited to share the information with you today, and I can guarantee you every minute that you invest here will pay you back many, many times over, and it can and absolutely will change your life, either from a health perspective with our amazing high quality products, or even from a finance and a lifestyle point of view with what our business can do. So we're going to get into the presentation now, and this is roughly the flow that we're going to go through. So we're going to chat about the products, because the products are very important, big puzzle piece when it comes to succeeding on a large scale. We're going to talk about the system, because that's the secret here. The system is the superstar. Timing, because we're in a really exciting time period right now that's very unique. But we're going to start with the company and the people behind the company, because that for me was the number one box that I had to tick. Once I was impressed with the products and impressed with their business model, I wanted to know who was behind the company, because I know success starts with partnerships, and I also know if people have done some dodgy things in the past, chances are they're probably going to do it again. And so with my research, with my due diligence digging in here, I found that the company was founded in 2007, and it's operating in over 50 countries around the world. They've done over 2 billion in sales, but has less than 1% market penetration, which got me excited knowing that they've stood the test of time, but they have all that excitement of a startup still, and very unique. And it comes about because of the founding families, the Hanson family and the Taylor family. These people behind Kyani, they're multi-generational business families, never failed in business, never sold a business. And for me, it's okay, if you're so successful, why go and start something else? And it came down to their mission, to bring hope, the promise of a better life through wellness and opportunity. That's the entire reason why Kyani exists. That's why our products are so potent and effective, and I can't wait to share some more info with you on those. And that's why our business is set up in such a lucrative way, because Kyani exists just to positively impact lives. And so we do it with our products, we do it with our business, but we also do it with our charity, which is called Caring Hands. And we fed now over 4 million meals out in 27 countries to families in need, helping out people that aren't in a position to be able to help themselves, unfortunately. And we can do that while we're building a business here. We have annual mission trips where we help with things like education and water and sanitation, farming and agriculture, and really those necessities to bring hope, to give promise in people's lives. So succeeding on a large scale. And if we're going to succeed on a large scale, we want to meet large demands. If we're going to positively impact lives, we want to do that by removing the largest stresses in people's lives. The two largest stresses are finances and health. These are in massive demand, and chances are if you're struggling in one of these areas, life's not so good. This is where depression, anxiety, and frustrations kick in. And, sadly, a lot of marriages will fail because of stresses in these areas. So it's no surprise at me when I look at the health side of things that it's so challenging, because statistics like the ones I'm sharing on the screen here now is nothing new. I remember being in primary school hearing about this stuff. Less than 5% of adults are getting enough veggies in their diet, but less than 0.5% of children aren't getting enough veggies in their diet. So why aren't we doing something about this? If this is common knowledge, the doctors, the naturopaths, nutritionists, even the politicians, they know that this is a challenge, but why aren't we doing something? It's because it's hard. Getting the right nutrition into your body every day is almost a full-time job. It is not convenient at all. Before Kyani came into my life, I was juicing twice a day. I was buying organic produce 3 times a week. I was chugging down a shot of omega oils every night. I was growing my own wheatgrass and juicing that. I was doing more than the average person, and I still had a gap from where I was to where I wanted to be in my nutrition. And that was extremely hard. The average person can't do that. The average person wants convenience. And so when I look at our products, I love it from an impact point of view in my own life and my friends and family, but I also love it from a business point of view. You can see that triangle of health on the left there. That's our flagship product range. So that's what I've built my entire organization on up until this point. We've got Sunrise, which is a liquid multivitamin, 22 superfoods in there of water-soluble nutrition. But the kicker for me with that, it's the equivalent nutrition of consuming 3 kilograms of fruits and vegetables. So I can wake up in the morning to a plate of 3 kilograms of fruit and veg, or I could rip the top off that, sip it down in seconds, and I've got that same high quality, very potent and effective water-soluble nutrition. So we have that in the morning, as the name would suggest. Then Sunset, we take that in the evening. So that's lipid or fat soluble ingredients in there, things like omegas, vitamin D, vitamin E, and that we take that in the evening when our body goes into repair mode and is looking for those fats and lipids. Now you can see that little award that's attached to the side of that. Sunset's classed as a fish oil supplement and has gone up against 3,000 other fish oils twice and come out number 1. It's won the Monday Selection Grand Gold Award twice in the 2 times that it's been they've done fish oil. So it is literally the world's most potent, pure and effective fish oil supplement. And then we've got the nitro product there. So that's based on some Nobel Prize winning research around the nitric oxide molecule. It's based on the noni plant, and it increases our body's own production of nitric oxide. So nitric oxide, since its discovery back in, I believe it was 1997, it's been nicknamed the molecule of life. It's a signaling molecule that every cell in our body needs to survive. Our body produces that, but when we hit our 20s, our body's ability to produce it starts to diminish, and that's why we slow down, that's why we age. So when it goes into our body, it's a vasodilator, so it opens our cardiovascular system, increases blood flow, helps with nutrient absorption, helps with maintaining healthy cholesterol, healthy blood sugar. It's phenomenal, and it really rounds out that triangle fantastically as a delivery system to give our body what it needs to repair, defend, and maintain itself. As I said, depending on where you are around the world, you're going to have access to one or all of these products. The triangle of health is where we're at, but from a timing point of view, we're innovating. We're innovating as a company with our technology and our systems, but we're also innovating with our products. And that's where HL5 and Fit20 come in. These are our protein supplements. HL5 is that therapeutical type dose, 5 grams of liquid hydrolyzed collagen. It has apple cider vinegar, CoQ10, there's fern extracts, monk fruit, stevia. Phenomenal product, give our body what it needs. Collagen's the most abundant protein in our body. It's the building block for just about everything. Hair, skin, nails, ligaments, tendons, bones, muscles, cardiovascular system, our digestive system, gut health. It's all tied into collagen. And unless we're consuming bone broth, organ meat, or animal skin, chances are we're probably going to be deficient in collagen, and HL5 is a fantastic way to get your collagen where it needs to be so your body can function fantastic. It's also quite an efficient fat burner, that product. I've got a great testimonial myself, lost around 19 kilos using that product. Then we've got Fit20. Fit20 is more of a performance protein, no fillers, no binders, no flow agents, just pure hydrolyzed collagen, 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen, 10 grams of whey protein isolate. For those people that are looking maybe to put on some lean muscle, bulk up, or maybe even replace a meal with combining with some of our other products and drop some weight. Then we've got Core 140. Core 140 is a complete meal replacement. Gives them every vitamin, mineral, nutrient that we need to replace a meal, including all the fats. A phenomenal product for people looking for weight management and a meal replacement type product. And then we've got our optimized nootropic energy shot. There's so many people out there looking for energy, looking for clarity, looking for focus, especially in that 3-4 p.m. slot in the day. An on energy shot, it's amazing to do that. So our products I'd often describe it the best of science and nature. Nature in terms of the ingredients, science in terms of how it's formulated. You won't find more potent and effective and pure products on the market. And the company realized this and put our money where our mouth is by giving a 30-day money-back guarantee. So people can consume our products, and if they don't like it for whatever reason, even if they've consumed every last drop, the company's going to refund their money. So it removes the risk. From a business point of view, I love that, removing the risk for people trying our products. Now, on top of our products, our regular customers and our business partners are going to get access to a healthy living hub, because we are about the mission to bring hope, the promise of a better life through wellness and opportunity. So we want to set people up to win, not just with the products, but with training programs, meal plans, shopping lists, mindset coaching, metrics tracking, and much, much more. This is the equivalent to having like a personal trainer or a nutritionist in your back pocket that can help you tailor a plan exactly for you and what healthy living goals you're looking to achieve. So let's talk about money. Let's talk about income. If we're earning income, chances are we're falling into one of these quadrants here from Mr. Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. Up on the top left there is the employee quadrant. This is where we exchange time for money. Fantastic that we can have a job. Some people can't, and this is where most of us will start. The frustration for a lot of us here is getting ahead is almost impossible because there's saturation, right? There's only so many hours in a day. So our earning potential is capped. So a lot of us will push through to go into self-employed. So self-employed is where we're our own boss. It's usually still sort of time for money scenario, but we can, I guess, determine how much that money is and find that sweet spot where we're still getting enough work, but making some good income. And there's a few other perks that come with it, but there's still no leverage. Up on the top right, we've got the business owner quadrant. And that's where we own a business, we own a system, and there's people in that business and there's leverage. So as the business owner, we look after the people look after the system, and the system looks after us. So there's leverage involved. So whether we're there or not, income keeps coming on in. And the amazing quadrant to end up in is obviously the investor quadrant. This is where we've got more than enough money coming in to finance our lifestyle, and we go and park that in different places and it multiplies. Our money works for us and it's an absolutely passive income. Now the frustration for me when I learned this was there's 80% of the population on the left-hand side of this diagram, but only 20% of the income. And then the two quadrants on the right, there's only 20% of the people, but 80% of the income. And the thing that blew my mind when I saw Kyani for the first time is it's a turnkey business ready to go and puts me straight in that top right-hand quadrant of a business owner. So we can earn income from anywhere. We've got our own app and our own website that operates in over 53 countries around the world. The company ships inventory for us. We don't have to hold stock. It's similar to drop shipping in that way, where we connect the end consumer with the supplier, and then we make the difference in between. It's the difference between wholesale and retail. So there's no restriction on how many customers we can have or where they're located. And at the end of the day, our customers can also refer other people, and it happens quite often. So we've got a done for you system. It's done for us, but it's not done without us. But here's the thing that I love the most. If you can copy, paste, send, and sample, you've got every skill you need to go and get paid weekly here and build a fantastic business. The youngest person I work with in this business is in their teens, and the oldest person I work with is 86. So anyone and everyone can do what it takes to be able to go and build a business here. So how does it work for us? Basically, what we need to do is we need to move product out to the demand. So we can do that directly and indirectly. And we use the same system to do both. So we've got our phone app, and inside the phone app, there's a whole heap of video content around our business, around our products, around the charity, around all the features and benefits of the business. And so I'll invite people to check out what we're doing if I know that their life can be better with me sharing this with them. And some people will say yes. Those ones who say yes, I'll grab a link and I'll send it. So if they're interested in the business, I send a business link. If they're interested in the products, I send a product. I share samples. This is the first time I've ever found anything that's really good for me that tastes phenomenal. So I love that. When people have some interest in the product, I share some product with them. They get to touch and feel and taste, and those products go to work for me. And so we're sorting rather than selling. And the thing that I love about that phone app is when I send that information, I know when they've clicked on it, I know how much they've watched, I know if they've come back to look again or if they've clicked onto something else. So I never end up becoming a pest or a pain in the butt with anyone, never stress friendships, relationships, and my reputation. And I can get the most out of the time that I'm putting into this business. Because remember when I said I started here, I was so time poor. I only had 30 minutes to an hour a day that I could put into something like this, and I could fit it in the cracks of my schedule with this amazing system. So we have a legacy bonus. This is something that's very unique to Kyani and the industry that we fall in. And that's where for every $100 of volume that a position generates, $1 of that goes off into an account. And that accumulates month after month. And every year they'll compound it by by 10%. And then when we're at the age of 60, we can start to draw that down. This is willable, transferable, and I love the fact that it's here. And basically the people behind the company, the Hanson family and the Taylor family, are building a legacy here, multi-generational, and they want us to be thinking long-term and doing the same. So they want to reward us for doing that. And this loyalty bonus does just that. Now, a lot of people talk to me about or ask me questions. What's the best thing Kyani's done for you? You know, I've had an amazing amount of success with this business. It's totally changed my life from a financial standpoint. It's totally changed my life from an experience standpoint and a health standpoint. But the two things that I love the most that I can't separate is the person I've become and the people I've met along the way. And, you know, looking at this picture here, some of my best friends in the world are in this picture here. And we have this fantastic community. There's incentive trips. There's women's empowerment movement. The women are absolutely powerhouses in this business. We've got leadership retreats, qualified trips, and much, much more. You know, the type of people we attract to this business are amazing. If you're tuning into this, I can guarantee that we would get along just fine because of, you know, this attracting you to the business and the type of person that you are. So that's from a community point of view. But then when we look about the person I've become in the process, the training and support, proven systems, online training, local regional events, mentorship and guidance was the number one thing I was looking for. I'm really aware that mentorship, good mentorship from someone who's got the level of success that you're looking for in life, in business, can condense decades into days, can fast track your success. So you're in business for yourself here, but never by yourself. And whether you're looking to, you know, generate a few extra $100 a month or a few extra $100,000 a month, you can get mentorship and guidance to help you move towards achieving that goal. So if we want to succeed on a large scale, we need a massive demand. We need a one-of-a-kind product to meet the demand. I'm sure you'll agree after what I've shared with you here that our products are absolutely unique and meet a gigantic demand, but our business model is a product in itself. And the demand for extra income, the demand for that side business is huge right now. And we've got the best turnkey model to meet that demand also. We've got a duplicatable system. As I said, whether you're in your teens or whether you're a grandparent, I'm guarantee you've got what it takes to be able to follow our system. Number 4, our team and our business partners. As I said before, the type of people we attract to the business, the type of business partners that we get around at our events, the type of corporate staff that are attracted to work here. You couldn't ask for a better group of people to work with and go out and change the world. And just on that, changing the world, being a part of something bigger than yourself, that's the 5th fundamental that we need to meet. I used to think, you know, once I get myself sorted, then I'll go out and I'll be able to help others. And my mentor said to me, once you go out and help others, then you'll be able to get yourself sorted. And absolutely, we are a part of something bigger than ourselves. We are changing the face of nutrition for the average person. We're setting people up to get financial freedom and lifestyle with our business model. And our charity absolutely is being a part of something bigger than ourselves. So when I got to this part of the presentation 6 years ago, I had that feeling like I'd lost my wallet in my stomach, you know, that doof in your stomach. And I guess I was very aware the next 12 months was going to go by anyway, and we will arrive. But the question is where will I arrive? I knew that to get a different result, I needed to be doing something different. What I saw with Kyani, if I'm just being totally transparent now, it did sound a little bit too good to be true, but I thought if half of what they're saying is true, 12 months from now, I can be in a lot better position than I am right now. And if it's not this, then what am I gonna do? And if it's not now, then when am I gonna do it? So I partnered with the company a little bit over 6 years ago now. I've been fortunate enough to be able to not just replace my income and my wife's income, but multiply that many, many times over. I'm a 7-figure earner with the company now. To say it's changed my life is putting it very lightly. It has drastically changed my life in every area. I'm a better husband, better father, better friend, better brother, better son, better mentor, better everything because of what Kyani's done for me, and I'm forever grateful for that. I'm excited for you jumping onto the presentation tonight as well. And so if any of this has resonated with you, you're probably going to fall into one of these categories here. A, you're ready to apply. Absolutely. You're where I was at 6 years ago, where enough's enough and, you know, it's time for a change. And if this all makes sense to you, I'm excited. Fantastic. Welcome to the team. Get back to the person who invited you along to this presentation. They can share a few links and so forth with you, help you get through that enrollment process and get you up and running in the business. If you fall into B, you know, maybe you have some questions. Again, the person who invited you along, if you get back in touch with them, they can organize for you to either get the answers to the questions that you have, or maybe even connect on a Zoom with me, and then I can run through and give you the extra information that you need and help you arrive at a point where you can make the right decision for you. And I guess if you've seen the presentation tonight and you've got all the time freedom in the world, all the financial freedom you could ever want, I'm sure you will agree with me that those products are phenomenal, and that's probably going to put you into category C to try those products out, see what those products can do for you and have your own product experience. So again, the person who invited you along tonight can help you through the process of getting those products on their way to your doorstep. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really respect your time. As I say, the time investment you've made tonight can pay you many, many, many times over if you grasp and implement everything that we've shared with you tonight. So thank you so much for your time. Have a fantastic evening.
Let me take you for a ride.